Hey Pemberton, we're back with a brand new episode of The Friday Show. This week's show has got a little bit of everything. I'm Otino Velez.
And I'm Desiree Foreman. That's righto, we've got a senior spotlight featuring not one, but two seniors who've excelled in our building, plus a spring sports preview, and of course a complete recap of last Friday's 43rd annual Green and White Night.
Yes, you definitely don't want to miss that. But to start things off, we are going to look ahead a bit. Summer's not too far off, and that means while you're not soaking up the sun down at the Jersey Shore, you'll be kicking back with your summer reading assignment.
Well, at least the underclassmen will. But before you get all bummed out, this year things will be a little bit different, as you will have the choice of which book to read. Here's the Friday Show's Allie Horton and Selena Arroyo to explain.
On Monday, we as students will have the chance to choose our summer reading book. Last year, our school dove into The Life of Pi by Jan Martel.
Now we have the option of choosing which book we want by voting on Monday during homeroom. First, we have Divergent by Veronica Roth. The book is about a girl who has to choose between staying with her family or being who she really is. At 16, she will have to make the decision that could change her life forever.
Next, we have the second book in the Hunger Games series, Catching Fire by Gary Ross. It's about Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark, who just won the annual Hunger Games. Now the Capitol wants revenge. If you're looking to choose this book, you might want to read the Hunger Games to get started.
The third choice is Edna's Game by Orson Scott Card. In order to develop a secure defense against the hostile alien race, government agencies breed child geniuses and train them as soldiers. Andrew Edna Wiggins is drafted to the school for rigorous military training.
The last book is The Monuments Men by Robert Edsel. In Nazi Germany, Hitler has taken famous monuments, and the monument men must recover them before they are destroyed. In December, the book will become a movie with Matt Damon and George Clooney. There you have it, your four choices. I'm Allie Horton.
And I'm Selena Arroyo. Don't forget to vote in homeroom.
Thanks, ladies. Moving on now, and last Friday was a big night at PCHS as the 43rd annual Green and White Night competition took place in our gymnasium. It's always a spirited event that many students look forward to.
This year, a new twist was added as staff members were allowed to participate. Our local cable access station, Channel 19, had the event covered from start to finish, and the Friday Show's Merve Karuka had a recap.
The theme of this year's Green and White Night was superheroes versus supervillains. The night got underway with a great rendition of the national anthem by PTHS' very own Mr. Boschnack. Following Boschnack, Coach Aki and Federico introduced the Green and White Night captains. Overall for the green team was Lanice Cleveland and Brandy Havens, and representing the white team was Chelsea Snyder and Jess Rush. Grab Ball was one of the most anticipated events where students showed off their speed and agility. Even Mr. Allenback and Mr. Robish tried to demonstrate some of their skills.
Up over!
The epic battle continued in the tire pole, where matchups like Asher Gardner and Quincy Lambert faced off for the boys, and Gabby Early and Mahogany Reevy went head-to-head for the girls.
Our softball players.
During the basketball shootout, the boys came out and tested their skills. Some dunked and showed off while others threw up bricks. Finally, the events ended with a tug-of-war, where the green team girls and the white team boys walked away with the victory.
See how it works.
The night came to an end with a stellar fitness routine by the green team and white team captains. They displayed creativity, endurance, and the ability to entertain a crowd. At the end of the night, it was very close, but the green team came away with the win by 1 point.
Comeback, folks. You heard it. What a comeback by the green team.
Yeah, green team!
Wow, 1 point separates the winners. I expect the white team to get revenge next year.
Hey, Otanil. Students here at PTHS get to enjoy volleyball in the gym class 1 week of the year. But what if they could play it as a school sport?
Several schools in the Burlington County area offer it, but not yet here at PTHS. Here's Calvin Bannister with more.
Volleyball. It's a sport that many students here at PTHS enjoy, but Pemberton has never had a volleyball team. But in talking with many students here in our building, it's a sport that would draw great interest. We caught up with students and faculty on their thoughts.
I think a lot of students would probably be interested in playing volleyball. I know I've heard from several girls over time that they would love to have a volleyball team here.
I definitely think that Pemberton should offer volleyball as a sport because it's one of the few schools in Burlington County that does not offer it, and I think a lot of people would join because it's a new sport to the school.
I personally would take it as a sport. I think it would be interesting and fun to try something new at the school. Yeah, because a lot of people don't want to play like football, basketball, and cheerleading and stuff, so it would be a good opportunity to have another sport than just all those.
I actually do. I know a lot of schools in Burlington County do offer girls volleyball. I don't think boys volleyball has really made its way here, but over in Pennsylvania and other states, it's a co-ed sport at most schools, and it's a very popular sport. I think it'd be good here because volleyball is a type of sport with any type of athletic ability, jumping ability. It's the type of sport that you can actually learn and become good at. And I think we have some athletic kids here in the school. I think a girls and boys team would be very good here, and I think it'd be a great involvement.
Volleyball is a sport that I would be interested in playing, and it's something new.
I just think that volleyball is a great sport, and I think a lot of people would be interested in doing it.
Definitely. I think a lot of people would be interested in it because it's a sport that a lot of people can join, and they don't have to be super athletic to join.
As much as Permanent would like a volleyball team, it's not as easy as buying uniforms and hiring a coach.
We would need to make sure first that we have enough students that are interested. We would need the approval of our administration, Ms. Vespi, to go ahead and start a volleyball club. We would also need the board to approve that going forward. The first 3 years of the sport, it would be considered a club, so you'd only be playing intramural, you wouldn't be playing against other schools. And then at that point, we would need to petition to join the BCSL.
If Pemberton is fortunate enough to get a volleyball team, girls will be in the fall and boys will be in the spring. But for now, it looks like you'll just have to be a gym try hard. Anyway, I'm Calvin Bannister reporting on behalf of the Friday Show. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Calvin. And while we're here talking about volleyball, the Hive is actually sponsoring a tournament here at PTHS in the A Gym on April 25th at 6 o'clock.
The teams consist of 7 players, and the cost is $7 per team. Sign up in the Hive.
That should be a fun night. Oh, Tania, I bet your baseball team is enjoying this very nice warm weather.
Yeah, we've been off to a slow start, but we expect to turn things around.
I'm sure you guys will. Here's Aisha Jones with a preview of this year's varsity baseball team.
Thanks, guys. After many years in the Burlington County's Liberty Division, the varsity baseball team will be moving to the Patriot this season to battle the likes of Holy Cross, Delran, and Bordentown. With just 4 wins a year ago, the team is relying on a core group of seniors to help improve that win total.
Goals for the season, we really want to make the playoffs. We just want to compete in games, stay close in games, try to be above 500.
We have good pitching, but it's not strikeout pitching. We got to make plays behind our pitchers, and we got to hit the ball. That hitting the ball will come, but we got to have solid defense from the start.
All they said about Permanent is that we lost Jose Martinez, but I think we have more than that. We have a better team. This honestly is the best team I've been with in all my 4 years of high school, and I believe that we're going to do really good this year, and I'm not scared of any competition.
What are your team's strengths?
I'd probably say pitching. Our offense and our defense still haven't quite came around yet, but it'll get there.
What will it take to achieve your team's goals?
I'd say just everyone working together, and we'll have a good season.
The past couple years have been kind of rough playing our old division. A lot of good teams in there, but still a lot of good teams in our new division, but we have a better chance of winning our division this year.
We get a better record than the past years. Just trying to get a win and try to go to the playoffs.
What are this team's strengths?
I'd say definitely our offense and pitching, and our defense will come around.
The boys' next game is home Thursday, April 18th against Delran. Come out and support the team. For the Friday Show, I'm Aisha Jones.
Hey, it's time for a quick timeout on the show, but stay tuned.
We are coming right back.
All right, I'm Pedro Morales, and this is 99 Problems with a Pinch A1.
You got something right. Come on, man.
Welcome back to the show. Our final story is one that has been in the making for many years. Casey, Cassidy, and Elliot Warner have been sidekicks since they began grade school here in our district.
The two will wrap up their permanent careers this June when they graduate. But over the years, they developed a special friendship. Alma-Ray Karuka puts them both in our senior spotlight.
If you see senior Elliot Warner, then there is a good chance you'll catch Casey Cassidy close by. When did your friendship first start?
Casey and I have been friends for a good 11 years now, since like 2nd grade. We've taken a lot of Englishes, we've had math together, and currently we are taking AP Lit.
Elliot and I have known each other since we were like yay tall. We were really young and we grew up together, going in a bunch of different classes together. and we just had like a nice, fun-loving relationship.
Are you prepared for the college experience?
I've done a lot of things throughout high school, took a lot of hard classes, done a lot of extracurricular activities, but I'm definitely ready for college.
It feels really great. Like, I can't wait till graduation day.
What activities have you been involved in during high school?
Y, Latin dance, choir, the play, student council, FBLA, outside of school soccer. I do tennis.
It's tough for him because he's involved in so many different activities to be consistent and play all the time. But when he's at practice and matches, he gives his best effort and he works hard. So I think he'll be very successful in the future with whatever he does. I'm sure he's going to college next, and he'll be successful in whatever he chooses to do.
I've been involved in high school soccer, National Honor Society, Interact, and winter and spring track.
She knows what she needs to get done, and she takes care of it. And she's just very conscientious. As a student, she's a lot the same way on the soccer field, watching her. She goes after it.
What was your favorite activity to participate in?
In my freshman year, we did Beauty and the Beast. That was a really fun play. It was high energy. It was a Disney play. It was a lot of fun characters. I got to meet a lot of upperclassmen.
I started soccer when I was really, really young, and then just moving on to high school has just helped me become more well-rounded, and it's let me interact with a lot of different people and become a leader in what I do.
How do you balance your social life and a heavy workload?
School is definitely really hard for me, but I find an easy balance considering all my activities during school and things like that. So when I'm not in the middle of some meeting or in the middle of prayer practice, I definitely have time to get homework done.
What's social life? You know, I'm a very big procrastinator, so I wait till last minute to do everything. And that hurts a little bit, but in the end, I balance it pretty well.
What colleges have you been accepted to?
I've been accepted to Campbell University, Florida International down in, Florida, and Ohio State. So I'm waiting on the 3 other schools.
I've been accepted to Montclair State University, William Patterson, Fairleigh Dickinson, and Marshall University.
Why do you think Elliot will be successful?
Elliot's hardworking and very determined. I think whatever he decides to pursue, whether it be science or English, he'll be successful at, because he is just like a fun-loving person and has just a great personality and will do the best he can do.
Why do you think Casey will be successful?
Besides the obvious, we all know Casey's a smart girl, super intelligent, second in our class. She's someone special. She's gonna do big things in this world just because she knows how to get people to like her. She's not one of those people that you may see when you walk down the hallway or you see down the street. But if you get to if you talk to her and you get to know her, you're gonna grow attached soon, right then and there. For me, like I said, I may not have talked to her at some other point in time or in today's day and age, but she's someone that is incredibly close to me. She motivates me, she pushes me forward. Even when I'm at my lowest or I'm lazy or I don't feel like doing anything at all, she's the type of person who will call me 2 a.m. Did you write that paper? Did you do the math assignment? That Casey is special to each and every one of us in our own distinct way. So even if you may not notice her walking down the hallway, I'm telling you right here and now that she's going to be someone big, someone special to this school, one of the all-stars.
With this week's Senior Spotlight, this is Merve Karuka for The Friday Show.
Thanks, Merve. And of course, best of luck to both Casey and Elliot. Well, that does it for this week's episode of The Friday Show. But before we go, just a couple of reminders.
We want your feedback on the show. Email us at fridayshow@pem.org with show suggestions and story ideas.
Also, don't forget to check us out on both YouTube and our local cable access TV station, Channel 19. For our entire Friday Show crew, I'm Desiree Foreman.
And I'm Otano Velez.
Have a great week.